welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be making egg tart. So let's get started. So we're going to start with making the puff pastry. And this is a very simple version of the laminated puff pastry that you are used to. And this will only take a few minutes to do, and you just do it in the food processor. And so you put chilled butter cubes into the flour. And now you just want to pulse. And you're not really wanting to process it. So what you want to do is you want to just pulse it a few times because you do not want to over process the dough. So now we want to add 2 tablespoons of ice water. And then you want to continue to pulse until it comes together. After you pulse it for a few times, the dough should look like this. So now we're gonna roll the dough out. And we would like to flour the working surface. Dump the dough out. And it will be a little bit sticky, so you can just put a little bit of flour on your hand and we can just put it together. And again, you don't want to push the dough with your hand because your hand will probably melt the butter, so we can use the rolling pin to help us to do this part. And then just put flour on each side so that it doesn't stick to the table. And now we are going to fold the dough into thirds. And we'll rotate the dough. And then do the same thing one more time. And we'll rotate one more time. Flip it over. Put a little bit more flour. And then now we can take this dough and put it in the plastic, wrap it up and put it in the fridge until it's chilled. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and make the egg tart filling. And here I have sugar, an egg yolk, and I will just mix that together first, just so that the egg yolk can dissolve the sugar. And then let's add some whipping cream. It's pretty simple, it's just adding everything into the pot. And then we have cornstarch, milk, and I use whole milk. And lastly, we want to put a little bit of vanilla. And now we're going to have to cook this into a custard. So we want to heat this up over medium-low heat and keep on stirring it until it becomes custardy. So the way to test that the custard is done is to use a wooden spatula, and you take a little bit out and then run your finger like that, and it should look like this. So now we're going to transfer this to a measuring cup so that we'll cool it completely before we fill it into our tarts. So I'm using a piece of plastic to cover the custard so that it won't form a skin while it's cooling. So now that the dough has been chilled for about an hour, we're going to roll it out and make sure it's floured so that it's not sticking to the surface. Okay, now that we have rolled the dough out, we're gonna cut them in circles. And you want the circles to be around the same size of the tart shell. And now we're gonna put them onto the baking sheet. And you want to spread them out a little. Now that we have the tarts on the tray, we're gonna bake them in a 480 degrees oven for 30 to 35 minutes. Okay, now that the tarts are out of the oven, and we're going to take them out and put it on a rack to cool. Wow, the shell is just so crispy. You can hear it. Now this is the moment I've been waiting for. Let's give these egg tart a try. Wow, the crust is perfectly flaky, the custard is super creamy, and they're just to die for. Well, I hope that you give this recipe a try, and if you do, post it and tag me on Instagram. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thank you very much for watching. Bye!